Agar delivers a message from Burhan to his Zambian counterpart. A major leap in gold production and revenues in Sudan. France will recognize Palestine state in September. Hello and welcome. Deputy Chairman of the Sovereignty Council Malik Akar delivers a written message from Council Chairman Abdel Fattah al-Burhan to Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema yesterday, focusing on strengthening bilateral relations. Akar arrived in Lusaka from Namibia as part of his African tour aimed at enhancing Sudan's ties across the continent. He reaffirmed Sudan's commitment to resolving African issues throughout Africa-led mechanism. President Hichilema expressed Zambia's support for Sudan and its readiness to play a positive role in restoring Sudan's position in Africa. He also praised the Sudanese government's vision to resolve the country's crisis throughout African institutions. Prime Minister Dr. Kamel Idris has emphasized the need for coordinating efforts among the economic sector and relevant authorities to enhance economic performance and shield the economy from further crisis. Dr. Idris chaired a high-level meeting in Port Sudan on Thursday to address the ongoing decline in the national currency exchange rate and to explore effective solutions to economic stability, starting with strengthening the Sudanese pound. The meeting brought together key officials, including Finance Minister Dr. Jibril Ibrahim, Minister of Industry and Trade Mahassin Ali Yaqub, Deputy Governor of the Central Bank Mohammed Osman, Deputy Director General of Customs Police Major General Babikir, and Director of the Economic Security Major General Mahjoub Abbakir. The Sudanese Mineral Resource Company has announced a significant rise in gold production and revenues during the first half of 2025, with earnings reaching approximately 403 billion Egyptian pounds, despite the country's challenging condition. In a media briefing held in Cairo, General Manager Mohammed Tahir Omar revealed that gold production rose from 43 tons in 2022 to 64 tons in 2024. In the first half of 2025 alone, production hit 37 tons. He attributed the growth to the ongoing development efforts, which helped channel revenues into the national economy. Khartoum Governor Ahmed Osman Hamza led Friday prayer yesterday at the historic Tuti Mosque, where the mosque's imam addressed the hardship endured by citizens during the war, commending their patience and resilience. After the prayer, Governor Hamza praised the people of Tuti for their steadfastness in the face of militia violations. He also acknowledged the contribution of the charitable individuals and Tuti residents for supporting their community. The governor affirmed the state's responsibility to restore essential service and pledged effort to improve water access and provide electricity to aid in the return of displaced residents. Sudan's permanent representative to Geneva, Ambassador Hamid Hassan, met with the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, to discuss the ongoing militia siege of Al-Fashir. Ambassador Hassan criticized the militia's continued defiance of the international calls to lift the siege, including the UN Security Council Resolution 2736. He said the international community's leniency had emboldened the militia, which recently rejected a proposed humanitarian truce. He urged the global community to move beyond statements and take decisive actions against the ongoing violations. For his part, the High Commissioner reaffirmed his office's commitment to monitoring the situation and emphasized the importance of accountability and justice to prevent impunity. The United Nations announced Friday that more than 1.3 million Sudanese displaced by the war, including 1 million internally displaced persons, have started returning to their home areas. A joint statement from UNHCR, the IOM, and UNDP stressed the urgent need for support as returnees face ongoing insecurity and humanitarian challenges. Speaking in Geneva, UNHCR Regional Coordinator Mamado Dina confirmed that around 1 million people have returned in recent months, mainly to Khartoum, Sinnar, and Jazeera, areas heavily affected by the conflict. The General Court in Sinja on Thursday sentenced two individuals identified as M. Shah M and AAM to death by hanging after convicting them of spying and collaborating with the Rapid Support Force militia. The verdict was followed the presentation of conclusive evidence and was praised as a significant step in delivering justice. The UN Security Cell confirmed its role in preparing and protecting prosecution witnesses and ensuring successful coordination with investigators. The head of the Security Cell in Sinnar State commended the ongoing efforts to prosecute collaborators and urged citizens to report any such activity, promising full protection for those who testify. A retired U.S. Special Force officer has revealed to the BBC why he resigned from his work with the U.S. and Israeli-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation GHFA Distribution Center. I witnessed the Israeli Defense Force shooting the crowd of Palestinians, Anthony told the BBC. He added, in his entire career, he has never witnessed such a level of brutality and use of indiscriminate and unnecessary force against the civilian population and unarmed, starving population. French President Emmanuel Macron has announced that France will officially recognize the state of Palestine this September, becoming the first G7 nation to do so. Macron emphasized the urgent need to end the war in Gaza, calling for an immediate ceasefire, the release of all hostages, and large-scale humanitarian aid for civilians in the region. He stated, peace is possible. The Palestinian leader welcomed the move, while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu condemned the decision, saying that it is reward to terror in the aftermath of the Hamas attack on October 7, 2023. This was your today's news by Sniper TV. Thank you for watching. Until we meet next time, goodbye.